Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD, and we've pretty much tagged levels. First thing I want to do is, that was the move up, there was a consolidation, so let's get that, and there is your measured move. So the move up has played out, and now what we want to do is see what happens at 106,420. And then this area is still very much in play at 105,929. So you're starting to look like something interesting brewing, but the oscillators are grouped the upside, and we're still below the 155. So trend is still down. I would prefer to be selling off 107,578 right now, but we do have the Feds coming out with their minutes tomorrow, so probably a bit more meandering to the upside. And if you look at the oscillators right now, that's exactly what it's brewing. So pay attention to 106,420 if you start seeing some price action here. And I would do this on the 15-minute. The hour is lining up quite nicely, but I'd look at this on the 15-minute. It's either there, get your next level in, which is there, or here. So what you're looking for, if I get to the 15-minute, you're looking for support roughly at 106,420 or as low as 106,150. If it drops below here, that would be a pretty interesting scenario as well, because there's a lot of support here, and that does take out quite a bit of this move to the upside. So I suspect it's more than likely going to be here, 164.20. Look for an opportunity here to buy into that, and what you're aiming for is obviously this area here at 107,578. That's the area that I would be looking to short off. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. So it does look like we're still stuck in the levels I gave you yesterday. So let's just get down to the hour. It's not even waste time here. So very much sideways at the moment. You can see that. Been 3 days that we've done this. We need to get above 127,982 before we even start looking for opportunity to the upside. And anything below 127,396, I suspect it's going to tag a level, and then buyers are going to come in and drive it back into the range. So this one is a sit on hands for me, because we are in a big bull flag, and the trend is up at the moment. So this is kind of looking like just a pullback, and we're going to have to wait for and see what the Fed minutes brings out tomorrow. That's going to drive this. So that one is a sit on hands for me. Moving on to pound and British pound Japanese yen. So also been in a strong uptrend and then a very strong pullback. At the moment, we've got a series of higher lows and a series of lower highs. So that, when you draw it out, is a triangle. Okay, and triangles are consolidation patterns. So these two horizontal levels from yesterday are still very much in play. So first scenario is this one here. I'm looking to see what happens at 160,061. See if the buyers come in there. Failing that, then I'm looking at a break of 159,139. So if this area does fail, then I would expect us to come and tag the triangle here. But there is another little bit of structure in there, and that's right here. So this is the area I'll be paying attention to, 160,061. Watch it on the 15-minute. If you start getting some inside bars, pin bars, engulfing bars on this area, then I would expect the gap to close. A break of yesterday's high makes things very interesting, because then that breaks this bigger triangle structure to the upside. So that's kind of the view that we've got at the moment. So could be just a bit of consolidation after a pullback with this bull trend that happened here. Very volatile. And then we're looking for a break and then a continuation to the upside. So everything to watch for here. These levels here are key, and the structure is forming is also key. Once that gives way either to the upside or the downside, we have some pretty decent moves brewing. Moving on to Euro British Pound. And last week was pretty much just hovering around here. We are looking like we're testing, we're sort of adhering to this level here, and that's 0.84347. This was the top end of the level that I gave you yesterday, which, of the range, which is 0.84939, and those are the two areas that we need to pay attention to before we can actually ascertain that this thing is going to do something. So you can see we had both levels drawn in. So we had this one drawn in during the video. It was yesterday. We were already down, gave you this area here as the next logical area, and look at that nice engulfing bar on it, entry on the top of it, stop below, back to the top of the range, and that's exactly what transpired. Everything lining up beautifully. Look at the grouping of the oscillators as well. Now we have a separation of the oscillators. We're hovering around this level. I suspect we do have a bit of a crossover, so if this crossover is defended and we start pointing to the upside, so I would want to see a bit of a stronger move off 0.84939 and then come back and test it decently. So oscillators are lining up for that. So a potential for London breakout strategy, to be honest, and which would play out with a range, and that is our range. So you'd be looking at a move something like that. And if I look at the 8 hour, you can see there's a bit of crazy structure right there, and look further to the left, there's even more structure there. So that makes a lot of sense at the moment. So this is a fairly decent setup in my view, well worth paying attention to on the 15-minute. You can see oscillators grouping quite nicely. You're just going to need to find where that structure is. Now, any one of these tails here on the 15-minute, well, not this side of price, but this side of price. So that is the most logical one on the 15-minute, which is right there. For a pullback. If we just get back to the hour, you can see there's quite a bit of structure there as well. So yeah, these are the two areas to pay attention to. Crossover brewing as well, everything leaning towards a potential move to the upside. If we drop below the swing low of yesterday, which is, let's just get on the bar, its low is 0.84671. So if we drop below that, then I would expect us to visit the bottom of the range again. But at the moment, if we hold this zone that we're in at the moment, there's a very good chance that we can start breaking to the upside for a range break trade all the way up to 0.85509. Anyway, that's probably the one I'm looking at the moment. So between that and EURUSD, there's some half decent structure brewing and well worth paying attention to. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.